start with the famous Delphic oracle, know thyself. We can ask to what extent all of us virtually are susceptible to groupthink. So look across the whole media landscape, major media, political landscape. See if you can find someone who questions some of the verities that are taken for granted, and very serious ones. I'll just pick two because they might lead to major terminal wars. One of them is Iran is the greatest world threat. We have to do something about Iranian nuclear weapons. Does the world agree with us on this? The world thinks we're insane, you know? And there are very simple ways to deal with the problem of potential Iranian nuclear weapons. Like, for example, establishing a nuclear weapons-free zone in the Middle East. Is that hard to do? Well, the Arab states are in favor of it. Iran is strongly in favor of it. The non-aligned countries, which is most of the world, are in favor of it. Europe's in favor of it. There happens to be one country, two countries, that block it. Most recently, Obama. Namely, the United States and Israel. Because if you had a nuclear-free zone in the Middle East, the United States would have to acknowledge what it knows but can't say, that Israel has nuclear weapons, which automatically means cutting off all aid to Israel and inspecting Israeli weapons. So for that reason, we have to have a nuclear weapons threat in Iran. Does anybody say this? Well, I mean, trickles here and there. But let's take the other major one, North Korea. There right now is uniformity across the press, as far as I can see, that Trump walked away from a bad deal. What was the bad deal? That North Korea would partially denuclearize and we would partially reduce sanctions that are strangling the country. You might ask the question whether there's any justification for the sanctions, but we'll put that aside. That's uniformly regarded as a bad deal. Does anybody question that? Is it a bad deal? Would it be a step towards moving towards resolving one of the worst threats that in the world for many years? Is it what the Koreans want? Well, actually, they told us what they want, to move step by step towards denuclearization and integration on their own accord, without interference. That was the declaration in April 2017, important declaration. Is anybody raising this question? I mean, the fact of the matter is we can go case by case. We all subject ourselves to groupthink on issue after issue of extreme importance. And I think there's a kind of a good rule of thumb that's worth keeping in mind. If anything is accepted almost universally, and the issue is significant and might have two sides, we should worry about it. We should be recognizing that we're subordinating ourselves to very dangerous groupthink. It's not just the others, it's all of us.